Hi everyone. Frankie here, New West Reset. Hello. Welcome back. Thank you very much for shooting in and joining a frosty fella here today for another boots on the ground video. As you can see, it's snowing. I said it. I called it. I think in last week's video where the weather had warmed up. And I said, yeah, just a time for more snow and cold. Well, here we are. Anyway, today we're looking at the MARGAREE building. At least I think that's how you would pronounce that. Right here in my neighborhood, actually, in the Beltline in Sunalta. And as you can see, it's nestled amongst all of these Edwardian era homes built between roughly 1906 and 1915-ish. But this, like I said, it sticks out like a sore thumb. I wanted to focus on this one here today because it's a perfect example of what I like to call a phony or a fake foundation. We're going to have a look at that here as well. So stick around, be right back. About a heaven in Alberta, where they've got all hell for a basement. Okay, so we are on the corner of 14th Avenue and 15th Street Southwest. As you can see, it's a beautiful two-story red brick with some excellent sandstone details underneath the windows there. But let me show you what I mean by what I call a phony or a fake foundation. Sirens in the background because the road conditions are terrible. So a lot of rescue vehicles, first responders, a lot of accidents. I guess let's have a look at the front of this thing here first. Beautiful jut-out bay windows on both floors. Nice detail along the top there. Nothing super fancy, but a neat architectural detail. Wood, not limestone or anything like that. Actually, no, it might even be tin or something like that. I see some paint peeling off there and looks to be tin or something. Metal of some sort, sheet metal. But here's what I want to talk about here. Aside from these suspiciously low windows here, and all the way down that look like they're shooting right down into the ground. Well, that's because they are. And this street, as you can see, it slopes uphill as we head from Sunalta and Lower Scarborough here in the Beltline up to Bankview. So the windows from the front of the building toward the back get progressively smaller and smaller and smaller. And this is not how you would put in basement windows or lower level windows, especially here in Canada, where you could get anywhere from a couple inches to a couple of feet of snow or more, depending where in Canada you live. And that snow can pile up over anywhere from 5 to 7, 7.5, even 8 months in some cases. You're going to want those puppies at least 8 inches off the ground or so, those narrow basement windows, rectangular ones. But no, these are big, huge windows. And as we move along the sidewalk here, you can see snow's gotten in there already, even though they shovel the sidewalks. Again, it's currently snowing. By the way, who else in the community here is doing boots on the ground videos in the winter in the snow? I don't know, you tell me. So hey, give a guy a like, share the video, do all that other stuff. You can see here as we're moving along, the windows are getting lower and lower below the sidewalk level here from where we progressed at the front of the building. And this is what I want to talk about with this fake or phony foundation. Okay, you've got your brick here, nice and smooth, beautiful, nice tight courses of brick. Nice mortar joints and everything in here. Very nice. But now you have what's supposed to be the foundation, the concrete foundation that these were laid upon. And first of all, it juts outward, which causes problems for snow and water runoff. Okay, it's going to get in here and cause problems. Second of all, this isn't even a full height of a brick, as you can see from this here. So it's not like they laid the brick on top of a poured concrete foundation. This has been smeared on here. and then paint has been applied to it to make it look like it's the concrete foundation that they've stacked the bricks on when they were building this structure. Now, some of you might be asking, Frankie, how do you know this? Are you a construction expert? Well, a guy doesn't have to be a chef or a cook to know the difference between fish and chicken. You know what I'm saying? But with that said, let me just show you one last convincing little tidbit of evidence. First of all, we've got a window that's been blocked in here that's well below ground level, much like those side windows. Stairs going down to a door down here. But that's not the most interesting part. The most interesting part is in here, where the supposed foundation or concrete foundation was poured, and the brick stacked on top of it. You can see it's broken away. There's brick underneath. Broken away here, brick underneath. And a big hole in there. And you can see brick inside there as well. You see what I mean? So what they've done is they've just smeared a layer of concrete over top of the brick that goes down further, and they've textured it up, and then they've painted it gray in that nice uniform color. You can see even the edge of that thing is kind of wonky. It's not a nice smooth edge. It's not perfectly level, which again in construction one would think that you would want a nice smooth, perfectly level platform or surface upon which to build your next stage of construction. So yeah, there you go. I'm going to, as we continue to walk past along the west side of the building, I'm going to make my way back to the front, cross the street, and give you a wide shot of this beauty. We can see here again the sandstone underneath all of these windows. Quite typical around here. I've mentioned before many sandstone quarries, even within the town and or city limits of Calgary, between the 1890s and the 1920s and 30s even. So a lot of the buildings, sandstone was sourced locally, then used as these finer details. And often cases, although not in this case, but often cases, sandstone blocks were used as the actual foundation upon which brick would be stacked. Anyway, give me one more moment. Just going to jump across, swing back around, have a look at it from the front, which, by the way, the front is the north-facing side of the building, which explains the haze and the gray and the snow and the wind in a guy's face as he's filming. Anyway, back in a moment. All right, and we are back. So, as per usual, let me know what you think down in the comments below. And of course, if you could do all the other stuff, it would be greatly appreciated. And I think that's going to seal the deal here today for Frankie, New West Reset, at the MARGAREE building. MARGAREE. Sounds like an exotic dancer from Newfoundland. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage the lovely MARGAREE. Anyway, thank you very much. Until the next one, take care out there and have yourselves a good one. We'll see you again soon. Cheers. That dog is angry at somebody.